I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about the Maven CS.1 spotting scope. This is a 15 to 45 power by 65 millimeter front objective. It runs for $650, and I'm going to give you a quick spoiler alert. It is one of the best spotting scopes, I think, on the market. And that's despite its size, even though it comes in a really small package. I think this is one of the very best spotting scopes across the board. And then when you throw that price in there of only $650, this is a deal that's going to be really hard to beat. Let's go ahead and start with the unboxing. I will show you just what comes in the package, give you some close-ups of the spotting scope itself, and then I want to go to some video clips using my phone cam, and then I'll give some more closing thoughts on the spotting scope. All right, let's get to the unboxing. So it comes in kind of an Apple-esque box. It's all white. Very clean design. Go ahead and slide this open. And we're gonna have, looks like a product manual. They send you a sticker and then a bunch of their different items, different reticles that they have, that kind of stuff. So this is just a brochure if you're interested in any more of their products. Then to go ahead and open this up here. This open. So here's the product itself. Now, I have opened this box previously, and so there's a little white film that's wrapped around this, but I opened it up already. So you take the little bag off there. It's got the little waterproof stuff that sucks up any moisture, and here's going to be the spotting scope itself. So let's set that down, and let's go ahead and look up here. Looks like we've got a full-sized bag for it. Very nice, soft to the touch, like you would clean the lenses with. That's a really nice touch. Then here's an actual lens cleaner. And here's your manual just for this. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about it. It's pretty short and brief. I mean, most spotting scopes, there's really not all that much to them. And make sure there's nothing else underneath here. So that's it. Let's get that stuff out of the way. Here's the spotting scope itself. So Maven, loud and proud on there. This is going to show that you're the 15 by 45 by 65, so 65 millimeters up here. And then the magnification is 15 to 45 times. And then lens cap, nice kind of rubberized. Rear cap, rubberized as well. This is amazing right there. So smooth. It's, I mean, really cool. And then your wheel on here has good feel to it, so it's not too heavy, but at the same time, it's not too light that it's going to be bumping around on its own. You've got a nice smooth slider so that you can be sitting there and angle this over to your eye whatever way you want, and then just a nice little lockdown screw. And then your focus wheel is, again, very smooth, same feel as up here, not too heavy but not too low. Maven logo, that's what you're looking at for the optical glass. Very, very nice package. It does have a fairly good weight to it. It's 40.4 ounces, so it's not the lightest. However, when you've got it setting up in your glassing, if you have any winds or anything, which a lot of times you do when you're hunting, it's very nice to have that a little bit of extra weight to hold the spotting scope down. Then our final touch is going to be right here. It says the Maven CS.1, which is the model of this spotting scope. So what I want to do is I want to take this Maven CS.1 and I'm going to go down towards that deer. I'm going to hook up my phone cam to it, and then you'll be able to see that deer. And the reason that I'm doing this at such a close distance, this is about 25 yards away, is so that you can see all the clear detail. I find it hard when you're putting a phone to it for people to really see when you're looking at any distance how clear the image actually is, because the phone kind of down resolutions it. But when you're looking at something up close, what you can tell is when that blurring starts to happen when you're looking at an image. And what I found with the Maven is that you don't get very much blurring. You get really far out to the edge when you start to see any bit of distortion in the image, which is very, very good. Now, in spotting scopes, some people will say that it doesn't matter as much if you get blurring as you go out to the edge because you're trying to put a deer right in the middle of your spotting scope. What I'll say to counter that would be if you're looking at your deer, a lot of times there's other deer around it, and if you didn't spot those with your binocular, it makes it really nice to have a spotting scope that you can tell what the other things are around it, that it's not just a twig, that's another deer bedded down's antler or something like that. It also makes it easier when you're scanning across the hillside with the spotting scope to have that full image there so that when you're looking for your deer in the first place, you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on here, and then I'll show you what I found. Here I've got the phone cam hooked up to the spotting scope, and I'm going to do my best to show you exactly how clear this spotting scope is. So the problem whenever showing video footage like this off of a phone and then to the internet is that you're going to get some degree of down resolution from just going off of the phone, but that's why I choose to do this at about 25 yards, because it will show you to the best of any phone's ability to get that video to you. So anyways, if you look dead center about where that eyeball is, or just above the eye around the ear, you'll notice that the deer is extremely crisp. You can see a lot of the cracks that are in the deer target of mine, and you get really, really good clear details. Then as you go out, like down towards the back, and you get under that green bush, what you're going to notice is right where that crack from the deer head to the deer body is, there's a little bit of distortion there. That's basically where the distortion starts on this particular spotting scope. Now, the higher end you go in spotting scopes, the goal for most of them is to get edge-to-edge clarity. And really, the only company that I've found that has true edge-to-edge clarity would be Swarovski, but you're going to pay, $3,000 for their spotting scope. As where with this Maven, I put it up against Kawa's spotting scope in this category, which is about a $1,500 to $1,700 spotting scope, depending on where you get it. And it didn't have any better performance. That's low light, as well as the edge-to-edge when I was testing them side by side, and yet this spotting scope is only $650. So the performance on this, if you look from the center all the way out to the edge where you start to hit any distortion, is extremely impressive. Now what I'm going to do is I want to zoom in to 45 power. So this is going to blur a little bit as we zoom in here. Zoom in, and then let me focus this. Okay, now go ahead and take a look at that deer target, and you're going to see that it remains extremely crisp on this image. I mean, it is amazing for a spotting scope of this price how good this glass and the filtering system is to keep that image just immaculate. Now, as you follow the deer antlers around, you'll notice that it stays very, very crisp. Now, because of filming this through a phone, you don't get to see the full scope of the image. This is just right towards the dead center. But what I wanted to show was that you still get a really good ring, even when zoomed in all the way to that max 45 power, where it's extremely clear and crisp. But like I said, this shows on those cracks just how high performance and how much detail you get from this spotting scope in such a small package.
I want to finish this video by saying the Maven CS.1 is one of the best spotting scopes for the money. So if you can't tell, this package is very, very small. This kind of competes with like Vortex's real small little one. Loophole has their small series. But package-wise, this has a really good soft feel to the outside. It's a rubberized outside, which makes this very drop resistant for shattering or anything like that, which is huge when you're in the field. If you fly in on a backcountry hunt, or you just drive a long ways out to go hunt, you don't want to have the chance of dropping your spotting scope and having it crack, and this does everything it can to prevent that from happening. As for the clarity, like you saw in the previous clip that I was using my phone cam, this has really, really good edge-to-edge clarity for the price point especially, but really for any spotting scope. I mean, like I said, I put this up against some of the Razor series and the high-end Loopholes and the high-end Swarovski spotting scopes and Kawa, and this did every bit as well as a lot of those high-end spotting scopes. So I would encourage you to consider, buying one of these, put it up against any spotting scope, and I don't think that you'll be, let down at all. It runs for $650 on Maven's website, so that's really, really cheap for a spotting scope of this quality. And I'm not really a huge fan of the angled spotting scope usually, but because it's in such a small package, it doesn't really take up much room in your pack. I don't have any issue with it on this. When you get to really long ones, I think that, I don't know, for me personally, I don't like it being angled up, but this works great for, fitting in packs and stuff. Doesn't take up any extra room because of its small profile. So I would definitely recommend this. I think it's one of the best spotting scopes on the market, and that includes bigger, spotting scopes. I think that this will fit a lot of people's needs at this price point, and you'll be happy with just one spotting scope and having it be small. It fits in, to every rig, every pack, every situation. This should be something you can fit into your gear lineup so that you have that long range ability to really focus in on animals, or also just for taking pictures, because you can take some really, really good pictures at distance, just hooking a phone to this, and it becomes, a really extended lens. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below, give a thumbs up, and I will have more content coming out soon.
All right, 15 power. All the way up to 45 power. This is with the Maven CS.1.